what's the next big idea, if you're able to share, in terms of like, well, I think about, what you have access to and, all the smart people. There must be guys pitching you all the time. Hey, we need to raise this fund, or like, I don't know, there's some unique strategy. Maybe I can frame it like this. Like in 2025, aside from cash flowing assets and generating that spread, what are you most excited for KingSett?
I'm most excited for all of the potential that I think Canada can unleash. And it extends beyond real estate. I feel like I look back on the last sort of what I'll call a lost decade for ourselves. And we've been fairly resilient. Canada has been a great place to live. It's been a great place to raise a family. It's been a good place to do business. We've all found some success. And I've been quoted many times saying, I think this is the best place in the world to live and raise a family and build and help build a business. But we've done it in the face of so much, I feel like our political leadership has done everything they possibly can to stifle that growth. And despite all that effort, we still came out in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
So now I'm excited because I feel like we'll see a change in political leadership. In fact, I know we'll see a change in political leadership. It might be a liberal. I mean, it's unlikely, but at least give it the dignity of a possibility that we're going to see a change in political leadership, regardless of the party. And I think we have competent candidates. So I think a whole bunch of course correction I think we're about to undergo a whole bunch of course correction. And for me, that's the most exciting part, because if we can figure out all the amazing things we're capable of, and if we can take advantage of and for lack of a better word, exploit all of the advantages we have over the rest of the world, despite our small population size, I think we can be a real impact player. And if we're here in the middle of this amazing city, in the middle of this amazing country, doing amazing things, then I think the opportunities here are sort of endless. And it could be real estate, it could be equity, it could be credit, maybe it's development, I don't know. But as the rest of the business world grows, and we need a pro-growth agenda, and I think it's coming.
Yes.
And I think that's coming. So maybe just to synthesize all that, what I'm most excited for is a pro-growth agenda, because I think if we get a pro-growth agenda at large, the real estate business will be on steroids. And so that to me is what gives me the most optimism, the most excitement. We have to get our capital to coalesce around some big ideas, but all of that's going to come together. And I think we're going to be in a bit of an air pocket for the first half of 2025, given all the other stuff that's going on.
Yep.
But I'm pretty optimistic that the back half of 25 and then leading into perhaps 26 and then beyond, I think there is no country that's better positioned than us to take advantage of all of the great stuff we've got going on here.
Yeah. I'm fired up. I am very excited.
Job well done then.
Yeah. I like, it's easy. You can definitely envision a future where, I'll have, like, in today, you have my high school buddy saying, well, I'll never buy a house. I'll never, the job market, yada, yada. And so, you can flip that on its head and we can just be supercharged. And what we've seen disappear over the last 10 years, and frankly, you've seen it in the US as well, is the middle class, right? I mean, we have massive income disparity. Yes.
The rich have gotten richer, and many of us have been the beneficiary of that. The poor are further behind, particularly as asset values have grown. I think that social media hasn't done anyone any favors, because in today's environment, the poor see the rich enjoying being rich more than they've ever seen them before.
Yeah.
So there's more desperation. There's more, what's the word? Not envy, but for sure there's FOMO. For sure there's FOMO. But there's more indignation, about what people who don't have don't have. And I think it's created a lot of animosity, a lot of anger, a lot of despair, a lot of desperation, a lot of I'll just never be, a lot of hopelessness. And I think that's really unfortunate. We have to bring that back. But to bring that back, we have to take advantage of what we have, right? Yeah. And I'm hopeful, I'm optimistic, and I'm actually, I would say I'm confident that that a new political leadership will start steering us in the right direction. And frankly, when you peel back all the layers of Donald Trump, love him or hate him, love his style or hate his style, that's sort of his message.
Yes. That
all the people they thought were forgotten and all the people that felt they were being ignored are no longer going to be ignored. Now, Donald Trump may or may not address that. This is not a statement on that, but at least he's talking to those people. That's how he got elected, right?
They have hope.
They have hope. They have hope. They think he's the savior, and maybe he is the savior. I don't know, but ultimately we have to address that problem. It's the income and resource inequality here that's causing all of the animosity, between the haves and the have-nots. We've lost the middle class, and that's a very important, part of what we need to create or bring back, moving forward. And I think, again, I think Poilievre and Carney are both equipped to do that.